Hello everyone, and welcome to a week of my life in which I finally finish and submit my master's dissertation. Here I had the last session with my supervisor, which was to basically wrap things up. After editing a bit more of my dissertation, I dropped by a shopping center to just change my air a little bit, and after that I treated myself to some takeout. This fast food has opened up recently in Glasgow and is always very crowded, so I decided to check out and see what the fuss is about. To be honest, it wasn't really that much different in comparison to KFC and other places, but it was a nice change. After making food for myself for a couple of days, I decided to get some fast food for myself. I am also watching The New Look on Apple TV Plus, which is about fashion designers during the Second World War, and personally, I think it's very well done. Here I am finally doing the citations and references on my dissertation, which is honestly the hardest part and the most annoying part of the whole thing. Don't you agree? So I'm compiling a list of books I want to read during fall, and I decided to get some of them from the uni library and also the local public library. I'm planning to read 1 or 2 classic gothics, possibly a horror book, and more. I will show you my final TBR very soon. Browsing in the literature floor is never boring because I am always amazed by the sheer amount of books that are here. I got this shortest story collection by Angela Carter, and just look at the first page. Pause and read. It is actually quite atmospheric and perfect for autumn. After that, I checked out the Courses Court, which is a small building that has stores and a cafe bakery. They mostly sell handmade products such as postcards, tote bags, and things like this. There was also a store that sold art supplies and notebooks, and they were a bit expensive, but everything else was so nicely done. I do enjoy checking out places that sell handmade products, as I did in my latest day trip to Edinburgh as well, so check out the video if you haven't yet. Next, I went to the public library to check out the horror section to find a book to read. I wasn't looking for anything particular, but the book that I found seems actually to be quite an interesting read. So here's my fall TBR. I'm going to reread Frankenstein. I've read the translated version of it when I was a teenager, so I'm very excited to read it in English for the first time. Next book is The Mysteries of Udolpho, which is one of the most prominent classic Gothic books. Actually, Anne Radcliffe, the author, is deemed as the Queen of Terror. Her books are essential to read if you really want to have the whole Gothic experience, so I am really excited to dive into this one. Next book, I found it in the uni library, and the main thing that drew me to it was the cover. But it actually is a short play set in Victorian London about a murder mystery. I personally believe autumn isn't just the best time to read a spooky horror or Gothic reads, it's also perfect to read murder mysteries and whodunits. Besides, this play is quite short, so the TBR won't feel too intimidating. That's why my next book is a short story collection called Black Venus, which is by Angela Carter. Having different types of books in a TBR can really help with the dynamics of the reading progress. So if you feel stuck at a novel, you can switch to read a short story and vice versa. And this is the book that I got from the public library. It has a very gripping premise. It takes place 2 years after the sinking of Titanic, and the high society has become obsessed with seances and spiritualism. I am already sold with just this one sentence, and just look at this cover. And the illustrations were such a nice surprise because I didn't even notice them back in the library. And the last book is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, which just from the cover seems to be the cozy romance perfect for cozy autumnal day. So here is my TBR. I will let you know what I think of them in upcoming videos, but you can also follow me on my Goodreads if you want to know about the progress. The link is in the description. After doing the laundry, I decided to take some videos from my accommodation to show it to you. It is Student Roots, Dobby's Point. Here are some of the study spaces, and here's the gym, which I thought it would be a little bit bigger, but it's quite a small. This is the lobby, which has a lot of places to sit down and chill. There are also 2 vending machines selling drinks and crisps and things like that. I am in my final stretches of editing my dissertation, so I worked the whole day and then finally I finished and submitted for grading. So let's just hope for the best results. Today I came to this retailer store called The Range, which sells products of homeware and garden tools and such. I came here actually to check out their fall collection, which was good but a little underwhelming. However, after that, I stopped by BM Home Store, which were a little too hasty with their Christmas goodies, but it did have a great variety of autumn products too, and tons of Halloween goodies, so it was so much fun to browse them. I've been meaning to buy this t-shirt for myself, and so as a small gift for submitting my dissertation, I bought it a couple of days ago, and it came right after I was done with my dissertation, so it was in a perfect time. It is so pretty and perfect for autumn as well. I really like it. It's also very soft and cozy, so I think I'm going to be wearing this the whole autumn. To treat myself a bit more, I decided to make a cake. Honestly, this dissertation really trained me, so I guess I'm trying to compensate the damage. The cake might not look that good, but it tastes real nice. Thanks for watching and see you soon.